biggest news of the day, we will soon solidify the conservative majority on the Supreme Court, yes, for decades to come. This 2A president will pick, undoubtedly, a man to serve as the last line of defense, or woman, of course, in protection of our Second Amendment rights. President Donald Trump will announce his pick tonight to fill the vacancy left by Justice Kennedy's retirement. Trump and his team will confirm the pick and who will come from one of these justices: Brett Kavanaugh, Amy Coney Barrett, Raymond Kethledge, and Thomas Hardiman. The president's attorney, Rudy Giuliani, talked about this on Fox this morning.
So you get a right to do that when you get elected. So, of course, he goes to a professional group of great lawyers, Nino Scalia being the star, my good friend Michael Mukasey, part of it. Leonard Leo is a... Of course he's going to give him conservative judges. He didn't get elected as a liberal. If Hillary got elected...
He had the list of 25 in the campaign. He said, I'll name these people.
Yeah, perfectly legitimate. I went through that list.
Do you know these four that he's narrowed down to?
I know of all of them. I know some of them. I know people on the list. They're all superb judges. He could have picked anyone on that list, and I think they would bear scrutiny.
Mr. Mayor, what attribute do you think the president is looking for or at the most in that possible pick?
Well, first of all, he's looking for a really good judge, and he's got it in all four. He's looking for a conservative, and he should be looking for a conservative. That's why we elected him. And finally, I think he's looking for somebody, obviously, who's young. They all are. And then someone who's going to stick to their principles and maybe occasionally vary them, because that happens, but not in the same way that some of the other justices, and it always seems to happen on the Republican side. The Democrats they're airtight. I mean, they get more liberal by the day, and we always get one who kind of drifts off to the center or even to a little bit to the left.
Well, when you talk about sticking to your principles, what Rudy Giuliani's talking about is sticking to the Constitution. Every one of those four on the list, and I've done my research, is a constitutional lawyer, a constitutional judge, meaning they look to the Constitution as their guide to their ruling, not the way they feel about something, but the way the Constitution reads and what it spells out. That is what we want. Why? Because the Second Amendment is clear. As gun owners, first and foremost, here at NRATV, we're very concerned about the Second Amendment. But of course, we're concerned about all of them, really, and we want someone on the bench in the mold of a Scalia, in the mold of a Gorsuch, that will read the Constitution, look at it, and rule by it. The president promises, quote, an exceptional person will be chosen. The president's pick will cement the 5-4 majority on the court for generations. It's the #1 reason why we voted Donald Trump into office. For this moment, President Trump proved himself as a Second Amendment president with his selection of Neil Gorsuch. I am sure President Trump will not disappoint his strongest and most engaged base, members of the NRA.